Okay, I'm gonna try to condense this into the whole. All jokes aside, in all seriousness, this election is different to me. It is different, and anything I say from this point on is just my opinion. I'm not here to sway voters one way or the other because that's not my job. Okay, all right. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, it doesn't matter who you are going to vote for, whether you're voting Republican or you're voting Democrat. The most important thing is that you vote. Okay, I just had somebody tell me, okay, out of their own mouth that they don't know if they're going to vote. I mean, because you know what? It doesn't matter. They don't care. Okay? None of it affects them. I was shooketh. Okay? And I thought, wait. And I was holding back because I'm not one to tell you who you should vote for. I just want you to vote. Because if you look at it like this, it's like you can't be in the middle of the road. You need to be on one side or the other, and that's fine. Now what I don't care about is what side you're on. As long as you pick a side. This is something you must pick a side, okay? Because this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say I said it. Yeah, I said it. If you stay in the middle of the road, okay, and not vote one way or the other, number one, you're going to get hit by a damn truck. Yeah, I said it. But number two, you don't get to complain about getting hit by the truck. You don't get to complain about what's on the truck, where the truck is going, who's driving the flipping truck, because you did not make the decision, okay, to pick one side or the other. That would have made a big difference. Now, a lot of people are, and I'm sure a lot of people are with this person thinking, you know what, probably thinking their vote doesn't matter. And I gotta say, yeah, it does. I am not a political person at all, okay? And to a certain extent, I'm the person that sits in the big auditorium when the candidates are talking, but I'm in the middle, okay? I'm in the middle. I don't want to be way in the back because I really want to hear what's being said. And I don't want to be up in front because I care, but I know that I'm going to lean one way to the other. Okay, so I'll sit in the middle because I really want to understand where these people are coming from. Left, right, okay? And I want to walk out at least with some kind of understanding of left or right, which side I'm going to be on. But I'm not in the room, okay? For those who are not going to be voting, it's like you're not in the room. And you should be, because with this election, okay? I don't know if anybody else has felt this, but this election is such that everything you do is going to be based, controlled, dictated even by the person who's going to be in the house. Okay? It's what job you're doing, if you are working, what job you're looking for, if it's going to be available, how much you spend on the food that you eat every day. Okay? These are the things that's going to be affected by whomever is in the house. Your health care. Can you go to the doctor? Are they going to be really concerned about your current health care, past health care, or your health care overall? What you do or don't want to do with your body? Okay. The price of gas, all this. What do you think about what's going on with our allies and or our enemies? All of this is going to be changed, controlled, dictated, if you will, and these are just my words, by the person in the house. For me, that's a little scary. And it's a little scary this time around because I've been voting. I vote. I have chosen my political party and I vote accordingly. Now, sometimes I'm at pause like, but I listen. That's when I'm sitting in the middle of the auditorium and I'm listening. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Yeah. All right. Because these are the things I care about. And I honestly want someone in the house who's going to care about some of the things I care about, right? Some of the things that are going to affect me, the person. I don't think I need to be political to vote about who I want in the house. I need to be aware of what either party is going to do for the things that affect me on my everyday life from the time that God gives me breath to wake up. Okay? That's what I'm concerned about. Am I going to have enough money to go to groceries even though I work hard every day? Am I going to have enough money to put gas in my car? Am I going to be able to go to the doctor? Am I going to have procedures done whether I like it or not, whether I want to or not? Those are the things I'm concerned with. And it just gets me that those who are not voting, who say it doesn't matter, they don't care, then what do you care about? Because you don't have to be a certain party, Democrat or Republican, to care about your life. You need to be human. So you need to care about who's caring about what you think. Now, we all think differently. This is why we have different parties, okay? And it's okay. I don't give a flying flip who everybody votes for. I just want you to vote, because if you don't vote, you don't get to complain later on. Okay? You don't get to complain that you can't find a decent job. You don't get to complain that you can't go to the doctor and do whatever, because it's your body, your decision, but you don't get to complain, okay? Or you don't get to complain about the price of this. You don't get to complain that the country you live in every day is being attacked by people that you thought, wait a minute, what? Right? Or you don't have the allies, or you have more enemies, or less. You don't get to complain about nothing with this election, especially because this election seems to be digging deep into the souls and the spirits of every human being involved. It's not just about Democrat, Republican, Independent. It's about you. What do you want? What do you want to be able to do? What do you want the people in charge to be able to do for you? Okay? Doesn't matter what side they're on, but are they the ones? Now, everybody want to complain about what they're doing. Y'all know that when they get in there, they're making these promises. Everybody's making these promises, right? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. And that's all well and good. It sparks our interest, makes us look a little closer and go, okay, I'm listening. Okay, but when they get in, I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, all the promises are not kept. They're not. They get in there and all the promises are not kept. And this is part of, again, my opinion. I'm thinking, because you know what? They got to go in there and clean up the house from the last person who was in there, okay? Whether they were the same party or not. They spent like half their first 2 years cleaning up that mess, and then they got to address what they said they were going to do. That's a lot of mess. Some of that mess, it takes years to clean up, and the promises that they kept is going to take years to fulfill, and sometimes they just don't get around to it, which does what? Leaves a lot of mess for the next person in the house. That's just my opinion, okay? But those that get closest to the mark, those are the ones I want in there. Those I think they can get closest to the mark, because I understand that process, okay? But, y'all, not voting, in my opinion, is not an option. It is your right. You don't have to vote. You ain't got to vote. I don't really care who you vote for. It's the ones you're not voting for that bothers me, because you're not voting. And then those who think their vote doesn't make a difference, it does, because now, it's a mess. It's a bloody mess. All I'm saying at the end of the day is, you don't have to be political. You don't have to follow politics, because I can honestly tell you that I don't really run up into this mess until it's time to run up into this mess, until it's time for me to go ahead and get out there and vote. Then I pay up a little more attention to who's who and what they're saying. But I vote because I want to make a difference. And in this instance, every vote counts. It doesn't matter which side you vote. Every vote counts. So get out there and vote. That's all I'm saying. Don't care who you vote for. Just vote. That way, we can all sit and complain, no matter what side we on, in the privacy of our own home with like-minded people. We ain't trying to start nothing. But then we can say, well, I did vote. And your vote does count. So just vote, people. Vote. You want to give me something for Christmas? Vote. I love y'all. Bye.